Yep.
So that's good. All right, so let's get this meeting started. Welcome to the annual Service Area Committee meeting for North Village. Today is Tuesday, June 9th. It is now 10:05 a.m. I am Alex Georgiadis, Service Area Director. Beside me is Service Area Administrator Delise Rodriguez. Joining us online is Jacob Waddle, General Manager. Online also is Nick Verteek from the committee. And joining us in person is Patricia. What's her last name?
Mundaray.
Mundaray. Thank you for joining us. And we'll get started. Just to reiterate, the committee members we have for the following year will be Patricia Amundaray, Patrick Robertson, and Nick Vertig. If we will move on to the next order of business, which will be to appoint a chair and a vice chair for the committee. Could we have a nomination for chair for the committee?
Nick.
Nick, and do we have a second?
Patricia.
Bueno.
We're gonna have we need a tiebreaker here.
No, Nick. Period. Everybody knows.
I'm good with it. I'm fine.
Excellent. So Nick seconds that. All in favor?
Yay.
Aye. Excellent. And then for co-chair or vice chair, we have a nomination for co-chair.
Patrick.
Patrick? Do we have a
Patrick's
second?
fine. Patrick's fine.
All in favor?
Yay.
Excellent. So vice chair is Patrick. We've established that. And that will technically adjourn the annual meeting. Let me just remind everyone that with the applications, we had a code of conduct that will be emailed to you to be signed and returned. And as well, the schedule of meetings for the year was also part of the application there. Any questions on that, just shoot me an email. But you will usually get notice going out for that way ahead of time. Any other final items on the annual? Otherwise, we'll roll over into the quarterly. Excellent. So this concludes our annual meeting for North Village Service Area. Let's get started.
I would
Go
add,
ahead.
the only thing I would add one thing on the annual. I would say thank you. It's been a great year.
Excellent. Moving into the second quarter Service Area Committee meeting for North Village. Today is Tuesday, June 9th. It is now 10:08 a.m. Alex Georgiadis, Director of Service Areas. Next to me is Service Area Administrator Delise Rodriguez. Joining us online is Jacob Waddle, General Manager. And online as well, we have our committee member, Nick Vertig. And in person, we have Patricia Mundaray.
You got it right.
Yes. And let's get started. We'll jump right into it and get into the financials. As of the end of April, the cash in the operating account is just under $25,000. And our budgeted expenses for the month are just shy of $7,000. So we're very healthy on our operating account. Looking at it as a multiple, we're about 3.5 times our projected monthly expenses in our operating. And our reserves at the end of April, $536,000. Also very healthy amounts. Any questions on financials at all? We're tracking well with expenditures with landscaping. We're trying to track with that, not trying to spend everything through the first part of the year. And we've been holding back a little bit. Even now, we'll get into landscaping. We haven't executed everything. Keeping that in mind, just trying to leave a little bit before the end of the year in case anything unexpected pops up.
Perfect.
And again, we do have additional operating buffer there in case we do need to dip in. Questions on financials? Excellent.
Nope.
Moving on to just general service area updates. Plant upgrades are in progress. The latest phase of upgrades was approved. You probably see the trees were installed. A lot of plumbago was installed, but we're still waiting for some plant material to wrap up this installation. And we do have additional smaller jobs pending, but we haven't approved those. We want to just push it out a little bit later in the year. Any questions on plant installations or sod at all? We've been doing the sod and the celebration has recovered quite well. It's looking very good the other day I was there.
Yes. I have a question. I noticed there are two bushes. I know it's only two, but they are dead. And when you come in to the left, remember?
That way? Or where?
No, when you come into the,
Charleston Place, making the
and then
turn?
there is the house of the guy that you remove the tree.
Okay, yep.
There's a pot of carpets
Oh,
that needs
to
to be.
Duranta, they're getting.
There's one there, and then further down the Berry at 300.
Mhm.
Uh,
100.
uh-huh.
A couple of, yeah, the Duranta, I think it's 309, that corner one, they're part of this job, a couple of fill-ins. The 300.
Bueno,
be on the-
I know it's replacement. I know they're dead.
Yeah,
Okay.
so spot fill-ins, like
Sí,
one or two pieces.
okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then 300, they had a holly that was
Uh-huh.
installed, would be replaced.
Yes.
And then just some spot fill-ins for that as well.
Yeah. That's what I've seen.
Good. Nick, anything on your side?
No, I know I saw you guys walking around with George the other day. There is some sod. I see it every day, so I see it in front of my house and in front of my neighbor's house. Places where particularly it was replaced already, there are some yellow spots.
Mhm.
So-
All right, we'll get on that.
Just
I know we
monitoring
had
it.
some updates. I don't know if the drought conditions really made it
Yep.
down to our end, but we
Mhm.
advised George to update the irrigation schedule accordingly.
Yep.
If we see any yellow spots,
Yeah.
do a spot increase on frequency.
I think
You see some green.
Sorry, say it again?
I said you see some green coming out of the yellow, so I don't think it's completely dead. But with the lack of rain, it was starting to become, areas were clearly not getting hit with the water.
Yeah, I mean, that shouldn't go past a week. We should be seeing
Yeah.
those items week to week, and we should be modifying the irrigation accordingly. But if we need
Yep.
to, we'll do a spot replacement in those sections if it doesn't recover quickly.
Yep. Yep.
Patricia,
No, I think I think that they have increased the water, because it hasn't rained.
yeah. Okay.
And one thing to note too is I noticed it in front of my bushes because I got a ring alert.
Mm-hmm.
The actual
The hedges?
I don't know what they're called in front of my tree, like the yellow and green type flowers.
Okay.
There was a deer that walked down the entire stretch and basically ate all of the leaves. So
Oh, wow.
they may not be dead. They may
But they
just
eat them
have gotten.
down a lot. I think
Yeah.
the trinettes you might have yellow and green. Yeah, I
Yeah.
love those things.
Yeah.
All right, we'll take a look. The problem with those
Yeah.
take forever to recover, so maybe we'll do a spot replacement there.
I was going to advise to give it more time because they may look dead, but they may have just gotten everything picked off by the deer.
Well, they're not dead. Yeah, the death recover is just a matter of how long do we want to wait.
Yeah.
So we'll give
Yep.
it a month. We'll monitor and see how it's looking. But if we find that they keep coming, they figure out, yours is a buffet over there. We're gonna have to change the
Yeah.
plant material out because
Yeah.
they know to keep
Mhm.
coming back.
Yeah.
All right, we'll monitor. Any other spots, friends?
Well, they're in different areas of the community. Some are not recovering or they're very slow. But we can look into that in a month
Yeah.
and go through everything. And right now, we're holding on.
Okay.
Some have recovered very well. Others,
All right. Yeah, so this round we did some replacements, but yeah, you're right. In about a month, let's do another walkthrough, and
Mhm.
even if on your own walkthrough, send me a picture or address, and we'll address that.
okay, that sounds good.
Anything else, Nick, on landscaping?
Nope.
Excellent. Moving on, flats pressure washing was completed throughout the service area, and I believe your service area, we did include the landings for the first time at the top of the stairs. That went well. Any issues or complaints?
The landing?
Yeah, so you have two steps, and usually the top open area was not part of the scope. This is the first time we included it.
But it wasn't everywhere because mine wasn't clean.
I don't know if they got the whole porches for anybody that's on a corner lot. They just did
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
not a porch. Yeah,
Okay.
it's only a small.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's
that's a
okay.
good clarification. That's something we want to look at if we want to do porches or leave that up to the full house job in the future.
It's okay.
Okay, good.
We're good right now.
Excellent.
I can clean it too.
Okay. Moving on, gutter cleaning, we're estimating for July. Anything to look out for? Anything in particular based on previous jobs?
I have a question in regards to that. Is it necessary to do it every single quarter or
Once per year.
whatever?
Once per year.
Once per year? It already went by 1 year? Wow, that was fast.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought that it was more often than that because there's not too many trees near the house.
In your area, right. I mean, some at the ends, but in general, you're right. You don't have too much of the organic material.
Yeah, okay. Oh, but that's okay. No, I thought that it was more frequent.
My
Input,
my only feedback is just like everything else. Inspect what you expect. We've had previous gutter services where it turns out people said they were on the roofs and they actually never were. And that kind of turned into a thing. There's more than enough people that work at home nowadays to where you can hear it and you can see it, and
Mhm.
enough ring cameras that you can verify that they're actually there. And we actually found out that a service was performed, but nobody actually showed up.
Okay. Good.
Exactly. That was,
That's one to confirm the actual work is done, and then the other one
Yep.
is drone footage of the entire service area, not,
yeah.
spot.
That's a-
Just the
Yep.
entire area.
Yeah, last year I remember the people were there and I told them what's because I could see something coming out and it was painting,
Mhm.
and we haven't painted like in 5 years or 7, yeah, and it was or 4 years, whatever.
Mm.
And so they never went up there. So all these years they never went up there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm.
Yep.
Good catch. All right, we'll stay on top of them for that. Moving on, we have the next meet and greet scheduled for July 23rd. So it's the second one we're gonna have. So we encourage everyone to come out for that. We had a great time in December. So all the service areas get together, we share stories, and it's a good time.
Okay.
Bringing up a item we brought up in the last meeting, we made a request to modify the parking around that corner, that turn there.
Mhm.
And we did make the request and it came back that basically CDD owns the area. They would want us to own the entire driveway area if we want to make any changes. So we would have to take ownership. And then we do any changes as we like. The problem is there's a huge cost associated with that with maintenance.
Yeah, no,
So I don't think we're gonna go down that route.
Nope.
So we tried.
it's
Yeah.
okay.
I think I got back to you previously regarding, we requested cameras. We don't have the issue.
Yep.
Yeah,
Facing east on the easement. Those
yeah, you said no.
not there anymore.
Yep.
But again, it was it was an ownership issue. We didn't own that area, so we couldn't place any cameras.
It's okay.
All right. That's all I have on my end.
I
Anything-
remember that this neighbor said about all the signs that they put a lot of signs in the neighborhood that are unnecessary, and now we have 150 signs.
Let me follow up. I know CDD was looking into that. I have to see if there's any action for our particular service area.
Yeah,
Because I agree. I mean, based on number of streets, we have a lot of signs.
yeah. The only sign that they didn't put, and we don't want it, is they always go through our area and they always have to return because it's a dead end.
Mhm.
And but it doesn't bother me at all.
Need another sign for dead end.
No, but what I'm saying is that they put so many everywhere.
The one you
like-
needed. Mhm.
This way, that way, no, where are you gonna go? Obviously, stop, okay, sure, we need to, but I think we have a lot.
Okay, I'll follow up with that one.
And we, and the people in the entrance that they were saying that there are so many lights, the different color of lights that,
Street lights, you're saying?
remember that,
Oh, the home lights in the back in the driveways?
no, in the middle and
No.
stuff that, some are white, some are a warm or stuff
The
of,
back of the garages?
not the
No,
back of the
these are-
garage,
these
it's
are-
only.
These are Duke lights.
Duke, okay.
Uh-huh,
so-
yes.
What happened is there were a few that burned out. They got replaced. Obviously, they're much brighter, and
Yeah.
we've called Duke out because I think the homeowner called Duke out to see if they would make them uniform, and Duke was like, "We're basically not going to replace light bulbs that aren't burnt out." So
Oh, wow.
Mm,
But the
I
temperature.
didn't know that.
and Tone. is-
Yes, because it's supposed to be a soft white or whatever, the one that is warm.
Yep.
And now they have different, so you come in and it's like one is
it's bright. It's bright
White,
light.
white.
white, the other one is warm, but you don't see it because it's at night, but it's like all different colors.
I could reach out. Let me try. Maybe get lucky.
And it'll be nice to have it warm because the people in the entrance, they said that, it's always been warm and now they have a bright light. So
Looks more commercial.
exactly, it looks like an OR. It looks like an OR.
Yep.
Yeah.
I would, just as a caution to that though, too, as crime ticks up and car break-ins and homelessness in the area is on an upswing from that hotel being broken down, there are some folks that might want it more illuminated to deter some of that stuff, because we get a lot of break-ins at Georgetown, and that is
Really?
very poorly. Yeah, there's a lot of car break-ins at Georgetown, so
Got it.
Yeah,
You know,
but
it's-
but in our area, that is like the entrance, and if they're all the same, you can see. Obviously, it's nice to see. It's good to
Mhm.
aesthetics to come in instead of like looking like a hospital,
I understand.
coming in and different colors.
So we want to get on the same page, which tone you want to go with?
Well, the one that always, for me, I would say the warm, that the one that always have been there. They
You
just.
wanna speak with some more residents, maybe get some votes, or what do you think is a good way to go?
Why not?
If we even, I mean, we're talking about a theoretical here.
You can even,
Yeah,
you can
I
even
mean-
say, send an email if you want to, if you
Yeah.
don't agree.
Yeah, I think if we give votes or whatever, I think regardless, the outcome's going to be it's like one individual guy who's in charge of all of them, and I think he just does the best he can because he gave me his cell phone number once, but we can get a
Oh.
vote and we can try. We can
Yeah,
get a
if you
vote
have
and
your cell
try.
phone, give me a cell phone too later on, and
Yeah.
I'll reach out to them directly if we have a direct contact. That would be helpful.
Yeah.
I do,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because I had a strobe light in front of my house for like 3 weeks when one of
Oh,
those
God.
lights was So
Yeah.
Yeah, and but when they came in my property, we have two poles inside my property, and they have come, but they always put the warm. I don't know, and I didn't request anything because I didn't think it was any different.
Do we know is it only a couple that are the cooler white?
Yeah, but they're in the when you come in,
Mm-hmm.
right there, I have seen them.
On Charleston.
Uh-huh.
where the islands are,
Got
where you
it.
turn down.
Okay.
Uh-huh. And you can see that they're different. I can, you know what? I'll take a picture and send it to
Just
you
let me know
and we can
location.
identify.
That'd be, the next question is which particular area?
Yeah,
We can make a jump.
I'll identify it one of these days at night and
Okay,
I'll let you know,
good. Okay,
just to have it uniform.
yeah. If we could have a list, if it's only a short list, 2 bulbs,
Yeah,
maybe that way, presenting it that way could be an easy fix for them.
Yep. I don't think it's a lot.
Anything else?
That's it for me.
I cannot think of anything.
Okay, if you do, you could always reach out.
Yeah. Everything looks very good and you have been on top of everything, respond very quick, and you are, I would say, very proactive and listening to us, and, I want to thank you for it.
Good. Like,
You have been working very good, and at least too, with all of us.
you have a good team, and I like.
Yeah,
your
and
feedback.
I know that if something, you don't agree or we don't agree and we talk it over,
Figure it out.
and I like it.
Excellent.
Yeah. Thank you
Yeah,
for all
Jacob.
that.
Jacob, give this guy a raise.
I can take that too. That affects all the service area budgets, but I'll definitely fight for it.
Any final input,
Thanks for
Jacob?
the positive feedback.
That's it for me,
Thank you.
guys. I gotta run.
Thank you for joining. Anything else, Jacob, on your side?
Adjourn.
Thank you. This adjourns the meeting. Thank you for joining. Have a good
Thanks,
day.
everybody. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
See, I
Thank
think
you.
I'm done.
That's
You're
it?
welcome. Yep, thank you for coming all the way over here. Well, for me, it's no problem because I was out and about and I have to go somewhere now. So I'm like, for me, it's better. I don't have Teams. I have to install it. My husband has it.
Yeah,
And I don't
that's fine.
have Zoom.
You could do it on your phone.